Warning, cheaters may contain adult themes and strong language. Parents are cautioned that this program may not be suitable for children. Coming up on this episode of Cheaters.
Before she leaves, she gives Luis a hug. Would you like an opportunity to confront Luis face to face?
Yes.
Luis?
Who's this? Yeah, it's your friend? You don't have enough money to pay rent, but you have enough money to take people to Sonic?
From Cheaters surveillance cameras, you are about to view actual true stories filmed live, documenting the pain of a spouse or lover caused by infidelity. This program is both dedicated to the faithful and presented to the false-hearted to encourage their renewal of temperance and virtue.
You can feel in your heart when something's not right.
No other woman has made me feel the way she does.
I'm lost. I feel like I'm by myself.
I just can't take the lies.
I know this is upsetting. You met the same young lady.
I have to know the truth.
I knew he was a dog, and I'm gonna get him.
Let's make this happen. Get eyes on the suspect.
Whoa. Get out! This is what I think about your music.
You're a whore!
Oh, you gotta tell me!
Man, get the camera out my face!
Get away from me! I swear to God, I'll jump. This is like not how this is supposed to work. Just tell me why.
Just remember,
I got it on camera. I'm sorry. I've ruined everything. I'm sorry.
Real reality television is brought to you by Cheaters Detective Agency's Private Eyes on Cheaters.
Welcome, I'm Joey Greco. Thank you for joining me on another episode of Cheaters. Allow me to introduce Alicia Smith, a young mother who suspects her boyfriend of stringing her along with half-truths. Full of doubts about her boyfriend's sincerity, Alicia turns to Cheaters for resolution.
Alicia Smith, age 25. A nurse worried that her boyfriend goes beyond the call of duty with his female clients.
He's always out at the club, and I can't do that anymore. I have 2 kids, so I have to stay. I don't have to, but I choose to stay at home, and I want to be with my children. Whereas he would rather go out. He knows that I'm there to babysit and watch them, so he knows that he can go out, and when he does it, he takes advantage of that, and he stays out all night. He doesn't answer his phone. I don't know where he's at. He's not really emotionally there for me. He's emotionally there for his daughter. I mean, he takes care of her very well. He always puts her first. Well, not in front of his friends, though. And for me, he just, if I cry or if I'm upset, he just kind of tells her to get over it. And he doesn't really hug me or try to soothe me when I'm feeling bad. A lot of times I feel like he treats me and my daughter differently, like around his family. And he treats us like we're outsiders, and Gianna and him are, and his family are, they're together. But when me and her come over, me and my other daughter, Elizabeth, she's always picked on, and I'm always defending her with his family. I just want for him, to step up and be a man. I want him to be there for me. I want him to be there for my daughters, both of them, not just one of them. And I want him to be responsible and mature and let go of his friends and all his partying days, and I just want that to end.
If you suspect infidelity in your relationship, Cheaters licensed investigators may be able to provide you assistance. Exercise your right to be informed. Luis Hernandez, age 23. An automobile technician who rationalizes his disrespectful behavior with dubious excuses. Investigation Day 2. Cheaters promptly dispatches field agents to the suspect's place of employment. After setting up surveillance near the tire repair shop, Cheaters PIs catch a glimpse of suspect Luis Hernandez emerging from the garage bay. Seemingly hard at work, suspect Hernandez breaks away from his responsibilities to briefly converse with an unidentified woman. The two carry on with their conversation for some time before suspect Hernandez returns to his work in the garage. A few minutes later, the couple reconvenes by the unknown woman's vehicle. Suspect Hernandez grabs a diagnostic testing instrument to check on a potential problem while the woman patiently waits nearby. Determined to solve the lady's problem, Suspect Hernandez hops into the vehicle and zips around the block for a test drive. Back at the shop, Suspect Hernandez and the female customer again discuss issues about the vehicle before Cheaters agents spot something out of the ordinary. The unidentified woman discreetly hands Suspect Hernandez a mysterious piece of paper, then leaves the repair shop. Investigation Day 5. Meticulously thorough in every move, Cheaters investigators watch Suspect Hernandez at his place of employment. After several hours of inactivity, Cheaters PIs spot a familiar-looking vehicle pull into the shop. Immediately, Suspect Hernandez exits the work area and walks to the car, just as his companion, whose identity is withheld, hops out to greet him. With a swing in her step, the female companion follows Suspect Hernandez to a secluded spot where the two converse privately for quite some time. Inevitably, the truth about their relationship becomes public when Suspect Hernandez accepts a warm hug from his attractive companion. Moments later, the two say goodbye and go their separate ways on this particular day. Investigation Day 6. The very next evening, Cheaters operatives track down Suspect Hernandez and his companion to a popular eatery located in an upscale part of town. Upon arrival, the couple adjourns to the patio. Suspect Hernandez's gal pal begins to loosen up as she does a little dance while running her fingers through his neatly trimmed mane. Seizing the moment, Suspect Hernandez inches forward in hopes of some love and affection. With his well-received advances, Suspect Hernandez gives in to his passion fully. However, Suspect Hernandez's indifferent attitude toward Alicia is evidenced in this recorded telephone call.
Hello.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Did you go to the dentist? You got any cavities or anything?
Check for plaque. She's cleaning my teeth. I took pictures and she's like, I have to go back to finish the treatment.
For eye cleaning?
I guess.
What?
I was good with it.
You still want to go out to eat?
There it is.
So do you want me to go get something to eat and then meet up with you?
Alright.
I love you.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, bye.
Cheaters Intelligence brings their surveillance to a close and contacts Alicia immediately. Coming up, the confrontation.
Now that the suspect's disingenuous nature has been exposed, Cheaters contacts Alicia to disclose the level of deception discovered in the surveillance. Motivated by her need for familial cohesion, Alicia taps into her reserves for courage and strength.
Alicia, thank you for being here this afternoon. Our detectives do have some information that they thought you'd be interested in seeing.
Okay.
Are you ready to take a look at that now?
Yeah.
Okay. Alicia, on this day, our detective observed Luis at work. There was a young lady that showed up. At this point, she's explaining what the issue is with her automobile.
Yeah.
As she gets in her car to leave, there's another exchange, and it appears that she hands him a slip of paper. I'm only assuming that that could have been her phone number.
Okay.
On this day, we are again outside of Luis's place of employment. The same young lady shows up. They spend some time in conversation, but before she leaves, she gives Luis a hug. Now on this day, Alicia,
Yeah.
this is clearly a different setting. They go to a club, spend some time together. You can see by their body language that, you know, this is a date.
Yeah.
Now, I know this part is particularly difficult to see, but as they leave the club, they spend some time in an alley. He's leaned up against the wall, and they spend some time kissing outside. After a couple of minutes there, she gets ready to leave, gives him one more kiss, a long embrace, and you could see just, you know, that this is not a friend, this is something more.
Yeah.
Would you like an opportunity to confront Luis face to face and ask him
Yes.
what his intentions were the whole time?
Definitely.
I'm gonna call the detective right now. Tell me what you have right now. Okay. Okay. She picked him up for lunch.
Okay.
And they've been there for about 45 minutes. So we're gonna move over there right now, okay?
Yeah.
You ready to go?
Yeah.
Come right this way. They're right at the Sonic, close to where Luis works.
Okay.
Our detective is just gonna lead us right in. Just follow him right there. Just follow Gomez. He's gonna drive us right through. Sonic's about a half a block up. There it is on the left. The car, is that it right there? Mm-hmm. Okay.
There it is. They're on the right.
Come out my side. Bring your car. Luis?
Who's this?
My friend?
Yeah, it's your friend?
I swear to God, she's my friend.
Yeah, she's your friend? Where did you meet? Where'd y'all meet at?
At my job, she came to get rims. You're tripping.
No, I am not tripping. I saw the tape. I saw everything.
What tape?
I saw every time that she comes over there, and every time you're all hugging on her, and then y'all go out to dinner or to a club.
Oh my God.
Do you know who I am? Did he tell you about his baby and the baby's mom and yeah, what did he say about me?
That we broke up 3 months and we're trying to work it out.
Yeah, we're trying to work. Yeah, with all the cards and the letters.
What cards?
All the letters that you've been writing me, telling me you miss me and you want me back.
Coming up, the conclusion.
Yeah, we're trying to work. Yeah, with all the cards and the letters.
What cards?
All the letters that you've been writing me, telling me you miss me and you want me back.
Yeah?
And now you're over
We've
here.
been talking about it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Oh my, you're tripping, dude. We're friends.
Yeah.
Have we done anything?
Y'all didn't kiss in the alleyway.
No, we have not. Show me the tape. Show me a tape.
How long have you been seeing this?
You need to be a man.
We're not seeing each other. That's what y'all don't understand. We're not seeing. We're friends.
Yeah.
She's here telling
We
me.
saw you
Yeah,
kissing him
boyfriend.
in
Yeah,
an alley
whatever.
outside the
Is this
club.
Lindsay or who is this?
You moved out of the apartment to try and get
She
back
came,
together. Okay.
Yeah,
For
'cause you
what
don't pay
reason?
rent. Hello?
For what reason, though? Because you got to work on your relationship.
Yeah,
correct?
okay, right. I'm not doing anything, okay?
I don't believe
I'm not
you.
doing anything. Y'all know I'm not doing anything.
Well, let me ask, do you think you're behaving in a manner that is letting Alicia know that you're trying to work this relationship out?
Having lunch, she called me.
By
she's
going
like,
to
"What are you
Gloria's and
doing?"
kissing her
I'm
in the
like, "Nothing, I'm
alley?
Okay, but you know you have a child. You have a child
we do
together.
that I take care of most of the time. My baby's with me most of the
No.
time. Yes.
Okay.
No, she's not.
Let's not get into because I know
Because
that
you leave her with your mom and you go off
She's
partying.
with me 24/7.
No, you leave her and you go partying off somewhere else.
No, I do not.
You leave her with your mom, and your brother, and your sister, and you have them all cover for you and lie. Liar.
I'm not doing anything because you're stupid.
No, you're stupid.
Because you think I didn't know about this. I know you were. I went through your email and I saw you doing all this. I said, okay, look, you want to play? I don't give.
Yeah, right. You have an excuse for everything, don't you? Everything you have an excuse. Oh, you got a reason. You didn't answer your cell phone. You got a reason, for everything, right? You're such a good liar. You're a good liar. And you even believe yourself. That's sad. You need to go get help. That's why I don't want to do anything with you, kiss you, sleep you, because I don't want to get any diseases from you, Luis. You're gross.
Dude, she's just my friend. I don't know why you're tripping. We have not done anything.
Who is Lindsay?
Oh, she's like a friend. I never.
How is it that you have all these new girlfriends? Huh? And Melanie?
She told. I told her. I said, look, they're over there looking at me. Let's just act like we're there because I know
let's
she's
just
doing
kiss.
something.
Let's just kiss, right? In the alleyway.
Well, then why did you
So
say
they'll
you
get
didn't kiss
something.
anybody when we asked you?
I gotta go.
Just take me to work.
You see what
Can
I
I go
mean?
back
You
to
see
work?
how
I
it doesn't
gotta
make
go back
sense?
to work.
If you knew we were following you when we asked, why were you kissing someone? You said I didn't kiss
Because
anybody.
I didn't want to tell her I'm going to the email address.
But
I didn't want to tell
you
her.
figured that we already knew that.
Yes, I know
because
y'all
you
knew
did
that,
that
but I
on
didn't want to
purpose.
tell her how I know y'all knew.
Well, kind of late to be holding stuff back now, isn't it? It's not going to get worse than this. It's over after this, right?
It's been over. It's been over.
Why didn't you tell her that?
Because it's like every time.
Why are you writing me all these cards and letters?
And this and that.
Bugging me, coming in my apartment at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, leaving me flowers. Why don't you just leave me alone? I don't want to be with you. You're disgusting.
If you were unhappy, why would you continue to drag Alicia through what you had?
Because I thought she would change and we can work out all the time, right? We can't.
But people do that
She's
together.
trying to change. She's made, you know, every time I try to show her affection, she push me away.
Because I'm disgusted. I don't want to get diseases from you.
If you're married?
I'm not the issue here.
No, well, if you're married and something, and you try to hug your partner or whatever, and they push away, kind of hurts.
But that's a commitment. I understand. Now, most people will try and find out. Most people will try and find out.
My little girl, and that's it. I'm not committed to her. I'm not committed.
You then.
I'm not committed to my little girl, and that's it.
Take your stupid cards back.
That's all I'm committed to.
But if you're serious, and we understand that.
That's it.
You have a child together.
What's the whole point of this? I know she don't want me from a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? She has like, I don't know how many baby daddies and I don't know how many she has. And it hurts me and I'm just gonna let it go. I have to let it go.
Can you just ever tell the truth? Ever?
After the confrontation, Alicia considers her family's future. Stay tuned as Cheaters details how Alicia overcomes her adversity. But now, Cheaters welcomes back Jessie and Jardis Jordan, brothers who put a new spin on an old case. Willing to come forward, Jardis and Jessie speak candidly about their life and relationship since the confrontation.
Jessie Jordan, Jardis Jordan. Jessie and Jardis come back to Cheaters to discuss how their relationship was damaged by the infidelity and how they mended the rift.
When I first saw the crew, it was real surprising, first of all, and shocking. And once I saw who it was and my brother, I guess it helped me realize as to how low I really sunk.
I was shocked when I walked in and saw what I saw too, so I guess we were both shocked at what we saw that night.
What's going on, man?
Hold on.
Where's T?
Hold on.
Where's T, dog?
Hold on, let me. I know it's no excuse. I know. I need to. I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry. See, you don't need to be with that girl no way.
Sorry, dog.
You don't need to be with her no way.
Sorry, dog.
She called me, hey.
No, sorry, dog.
Well, we finally started the patchwork, I guess, at, we would see each other at different family functions, and there was one, like a family reunion where our grandmother, knew what had happened, and she kind of locked us in a room at gunpoint and told us that neither of us were coming out until, we worked this thing out. So my grandmother's really the reason why, we're able to, communicate today, so.
And the gun was pretty convincing.
Get out of my sight, dog. Support you, and this is how you repay me.
You haven't been supporting me. You always been gone out of the house.
Supporting you? Where would you live? Where would you live if you wasn't living with me? I don't support you. I'm your only support.
Cheaters coming along helped me more to
realize. If you were put in the same situation when you have not have done it, period.
You didn't let me finish, bro.
Oh, okay.
We're not about to have another altercation on Cheaters, are we? No, ultimately, Cheaters helped me to realize that, first of all, it's wrong to be cheating, period. But on my brother, more or less, even more wrong. I mean, if someone's already occupied, I think it's best that I learn from Cheaters that they should be able to settle their differences. But when you bring someone else like myself into the problem, then it's even worse.
Hoping for closure, Alicia Smith attempts to put the past behind her while enduring an array of mixed emotions. Although pleased with her decision to dump Mr. Hernandez, Alicia says the pain of the breakup will require time to subdue. As for his involvement, Luis Hernandez still insists that he and Alicia broke off their relationship months ago. Ultimately, he's pleased that everything is now in the open and hopes Alicia will move on with her life. Disappearing from the radar, suspect Hernandez's companion could not be located for comment on the case.
Now remember, if you don't get your programming from Goldstein's, why we'll both lose money.